Welcome to my Attack on Titan Levi Edition Tracer Pack Bundle Review. Here we have the Jaeger skin for Daniel, the legendary skin that is supposed to make you look like Levi, but instead it makes Daniel look like some 30-year-old who's cosplaying and wants to fit in with the kids. Not the best skin, but props. Here we have the Ymir curse for the Volk, and it's a nice looking gun. I love the way it looks. We got the green, we got the gold accents, wood, and the mag on this gun looks like one of the blades. It's honestly an awesome looking gun, and I will use this for my go-to, and we'll talk about the blueprint later. The next blueprint is the Historia for the Sten, and also you guys can see the charm, which is the key that Aaron gets in season 1, which is cool. And we got the potato stickers. This Sten looks pretty cool. I actually like it a lot. It's just unfortunate that it's the Sten. Not a fan of the weapon, but you do get another free weapon, which is the katana. So I didn't own the katana before, but since I bought this bundle, I unlocked it because of this Titan Piercer skin. Here's the emblem, and with this bundle there's also the execution move, MVP highlight, and the MVP intro screen, and those all look pretty cool, to be honest. First things first, don't buy the bundle because there's a broken product with it. The Sten is broken. Oh, you can play with it, it just takes some messing around with, and I don't think that's something that needs to happen for when you buy this bundle. So essentially what you see on the screen is the Sten looks really weird, but when you change the optic, you get the Sten to actually look like what it's supposed to look like. You can get this weird screen that says, hey, you gotta swap attachments. You already have 5, and you can see that it has the stock twice, so I ended up just switching out the stock, and after that my Sten looked completely fine and I was able to equip it. I have noticed if you're playing with both of these weapons and you have the Sten on overkill, it just doesn't equip. You get an M1911, which is really weird. But when I did this change and I had the Sten as my primary, I was able to play with the blueprint. And since we're talking about the Sten, I guess we'll talk about the Historia Blueprint right now. So this Sten blueprint is trying to go for a hipfire build, which aren't my favorite builds, but honestly for the Sten, since it's so underpowered, it's one of those meme guns and it's like an okay build for it. And I wasn't offended by it, but at the same time, it's just not the best thing you can do. For me personally, in order to play with this gun, I needed to just up the time to kill, which is pretty low. So on the screen you guys should see the build that I was using for most of the time, and honestly this keeps a lot of the look of the weapon. Sure, you're missing that nice silver that you do with the barrel because I'm replacing it with the rapid, but it still looks nice. And honestly, it's the Sten and I'm really not going to use this weapon a lot, so it's okay. So I'm a little upset that a blueprint was given to the Sten, but hey, all weapons got to get love too, and honestly the way it looks is not that bad at all. I mean, if you add the recoil booster, the rapid fire barrel, you got a pretty nice Sten. It's got some high vertical recoil, but that's not bad. That's not hard to control. And now let's talk about the Volk blueprint, the curse. This one is so good. This is a really good build. In fact, yesterday I posted a video about my best high damage Volk class layout, and this is very similar to that video that I did yesterday. The base weapon itself is not too bad. I can't remember the exact math on it, but it was, I believe it was like 225 millisecond kill speed, which honestly isn't the worst, but isn't that great. But if you take this weapon and you put the build on that I talked about yesterday, which you have the look of an awesome build, and you have a really strong weapon that kills in 165 milliseconds. Essentially, all you have to do is add the recoil booster, and for the magazine, add the damage mag, and you got an amazing weapon because its proficiency is gung-ho, and it has that stock that basically makes your sprint to fire time horrible, but you have good recoil control. The gung-ho proficiency just stops that. You got a really good looking gun, honestly an awesome gun in my opinion, with a great skin on. So I was actually really happy about this blueprint. And even though I didn't put the damage mag, I really like the way the mag looks, and I'm okay with like a 220 millisecond kill time. I just think the weapon looks awesome. This is definitely a home run for me, blueprint design wise. And last but not least, we got to talk about the katana. It is a katana skin, which is awesome. Like I said earlier, sure if you didn't have the katana unlocked, if you buy this bundle, you unlock the katana. So that's a plus for me. Although I was very disappointed that you didn't have dual wield blades, just like in the anime. And it's just like, you guys could have done that. That would have been way cooler. But I mean, I could see why they didn't. Maybe that would have been too OP or something. I mean, just look at how the sticks kind of ruined Warzone. Maybe, I don't know. Who's to say? And speaking of the anime, now we get to talk about some other cool parts about this bundle. There is a dismemberment effect. So when you kill someone, no matter what, when you kill them, it has the animation of when they kill a Titan in the anime. So their head comes chopped off and then steam comes out. It honestly looks very cool, but it's not too visual. Like, you can't really tell it's happening. The last Mastercraft, the one with the graveyard shift, when you killed someone, they turned to ash, and that was very apparent. That was cool. I could understand probably why they didn't want the smoke to be more apparent. People are already complaining about maps being too smoky, especially from incendiary grenade. It's there, and it's very subtle, and actually I like it a lot. Another cool thing is the orange tracer. So the orange tracers work, plus when you shoot these blueprints, you actually get an animation from your muzzle. So there's like some animated, it looks like, honestly, like an anime effect of a muzzle flash. And I also tested this in private lobbies. If you put a silencer or the muzzle concealer, you still have those anime flashes. So that could be cool to some people or annoying. It's kind of annoying to me because I'm kind of like a clean screen kind of guy. I don't like a lot of visual clutter, but visually it does look cool. So I'm a bit conflicted on that. Overall, I thought this bundle was pretty great. It had a lot of good products in it. There was a few couple of surprises there, but unfortunately, like I said earlier, the Sten Blueprint is broken, but it can be easily fixable. But I just don't feel like we, the consumer, we have to jump through hoops just to get things to work. So I can't recommend this product, but most of it was pretty good and worked. So let's pretend like that didn't happen. And if I were to rate this from 0 to 10, with 5 being average, I would give this an 8, just because you get a really good Volk blueprint for leveling. The Sten one is okay, it's not that bad. You get the katana, so if you didn't have the katana, you unlock it immediately, which is awesome. The Daniel skin, it is underwhelming, but it's still really nice, and you get all these MVP highlights and the executions. So you get 3 weapons, a skin, and a lot of cool things you're probably going to use most of the time while playing the game. Honestly, if the Daniel skin was better, it would have put this one way over the top. But yeah, that's this, and I'm going to show you guys at the end, like I always do, all the weapons that came with it and mastery camos. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Kelvin's out.